Всем привет! So, since we have several videos focusing on that same worksheet and we go 2 lines in each video and I translate the sentences and I explain how I do it, I decided to record this kind of like generic intro. So just figure out which set we're working on. It's in the title and let's keep working.
If you like it, please click like. If it's useful, drop a line. If you love it, hit subscribe. Like me, подпишись и комментарий напиши.
Okay, we continue working with these sentences, and today we're going to look at these 2 lines and these 4 sentences. So the first one is, my dog loves me, and we already figured out that me here is the direct object because that's the one that's being loved. So that's the direct object. And then whoever loves me is my dog. That's the subject, so that's going to be nominative. And remember, both my and dog will be nominative because these 2 words go together. So here we have my parents like talking about me, and we already figured out that me is prepositional because it follows the preposition about. And we also have my parents. Now, in Russian, there are 2 ways to translate the verb to like. Here, we're gonna basically translate it as love. So whoever likes talking about me, my parents do, so that's gonna be nominative. So in overall, in situations when people like doing something, they usually use the love, любить, rather than like нравится in Russian. Нравится we use in other contexts. So here we're gonna stick to like as love, talking about me. So my parents, both words will be the subject of a sentence and they will be in nominative. Okay, now let's take a look at how to translate it. And again, we're gonna go step by step. First, we're gonna decide on the words that need to be in a specific case versus words that don't. So we go by the default words. So my is мой, dog, собака, loves, любит, and then me is actually I. So yeah, so if you look up, so me is the form of I, so our default form will be я. So here we have мой, собака, любит, я. My dog loves me. So first of all, we have to switch the form of мой to the feminine form because собака ends in a, so that's a feminine noun. It's она, собака. So my has to agree with that. So we are looking up the form my for feminine singular. That would be моя. So моя собака любит. And now we have to decide how to say me or I in accusative. So we go to the personal pronouns because we can replace that pronoun with the word John or Mary. My dog loves John. My dog loves Mary. These are grammatically correct sentences, so me is a personal pronoun. So, and it's basically я, I, and we have to go to accusative, and look, it will be the same as genitive. And genitive form is меня. So, моя собака любит меня. Моя собака любит меня. And here we have my parents like talking about me. So, again, мой. And then if we look up parents, and then if we look up the word parents, it will be родители in plural. Like talking about, любят. They love talking about me, talking, говорить. Then we have about, or, and we have me, which is я again. Okay, now put it all together. So родители is a noun that's plural. Родители, it's a plural noun, which means that the word my will also be in nominative plural, and that's мои. Мои. So мой will change to мои. Мои родители любят говорить Then you have to say about me. So once again, я will be in the prepositional case. So we go to the personal pronoun, because again, we can say my parents like talking about John. My parents like talking about Mary, and so on. So we have to go to я in prepositional. Я in prepositional, you can see that O actually changes to обо. So that preposition sometimes changes. So for я, we will use that form. Обо мне. Мои родители любят говорить обо мне. So even though in English we have me here and me here, in Russian it's two different words, because here we have the context for accusative direct object, and here we have the context for prepositional after the preposition about. Okay, next. Next we have this doctor knows a lot, and this doctor is really good. So remember, so this is our nominative, because who knows a lot? This doctor does. That's the subject of a sentence, and both this and doctor are part of the same chunk. So this agrees with this word in gender, number, and case. So, and that's it here. This is a verb, and here we have a lot. Now, I told you in my video about grammar terms that if you can put the preposition a or the in front of the word, then that means it's a noun. But sometimes, just like sometimes Russian words look like adjectives but are actually nouns, here we have something that looks like a noun, and they actually can say like a lot, like a parking lot. But here it just means much. So this actually is our adverb. So we'll be translating it as an adverb. So here we have this doctor is really good. Remember, whatever ends in ly is usually an adverb, and that is. And then good is actually here an adjective, and all adjectives need a case. So this doctor is good. This good is actually kind of like a deconstructed sandwich from this good doctor. So it also will be nominative, because really this construction goes together, because this good really refers to this doctor. Okay, let's translate this sentence. So here we have this doctor, and the word this is actually gender dependent. Now, if you look it up, it will still give you the masculine form at. That's the form that we need. I just wanted to point out that on my chart, you have all these forms right here. So here we have the masculine form for this, and that's этот. Этот. So that's what we will write here. Этот. And then doctor is врач. Врач. And then we have knows, знает. And as I said, we translate a lot as the adverb much or много. Много. Okay, and now we put it all together. Since this form is masculine, there is no need to transform anything, because врач is masculine and it's nominative, so no changes needed. Этот врач знает много. Or we can say этот врач много знает. Okay, and here we have this doctor is really good. So here again we will have этот врач, and then we have really, очень. We don't need is, because we don't use the verb to be in the present tense in Russian. And then we have good, хороший. And if we put it all together, remember these are all nominative forms, so we don't really need to change anything. Этот врач очень хороший. Now the word врач here is the profession, the doctor, and the word itself is masculine because it ends in the consonant. And this word is used to describe both male and female doctors. Now, the differences start, especially in the colloquial speech, when we want to say this doctor to refer to a woman. So in colloquial speech, we can use the same thing to describe a woman, but this time we will be using the female form for this, это. So that would be это врач. No changes here. This word doesn't change. Очень. And now, this doctor is really good since now we're referring to this word as a feminine noun. We don't change the word itself, we just change how we view it because of the gender of an actual doctor. So this word will change too. So хороший will change. So remember, хороший is actually a hard one, even though it looks like the soft, but it's above the line. So it stays above the line when it needs to. So to change into feminine, we get the ая ending. Хорошая. Это врач, очень хорошая. But again, we use it mostly in colloquial speech. Okay, we'll stop here. Okay, so we are done with the next set of sentences. And as always, if you have any questions, if something was not clear, please put it in the comments. And for the next time, focus on the next 2 lines or 4 sentences of this worksheet. And as always, all materials can be found in the description to this video. Keep learning Russian. Пока-пока.